Hey everyone, this is Steph, and you're watching Stay Strong. Hey everyone, so glad you're here this week, and we're so happy to be back. This week, I know God has placed something on my heart that I just felt I needed to share with you guys. So, for those of you that haven't read the blog already, this blog is about little toes and scars, and I will explain exactly what that means. So, for the purpose of this entry, I will tell you that on my right foot, the second to last toe, there is no bone in it, and I was born that way. I was born with no bone in that particular toe. So, that toe in particular never grew. Um, I apologize if anyone is grossed out by this, but I promise you this will all make sense. So there's no bone in it, so it never grew, and so therefore it is shorter, obviously, than all the other toes because all the other toes grew and that one didn't. So, all my life I've had people see it because I love wearing sandals everywhere I go. So people everywhere see it. I get all sorts of reactions. Either people are grossed out by it or they're fascinated. I've gotten all sorts of reactions, and I was even when I was younger, I was even offered surgery to fix it, and I thought, no, why? It's not bothering me. It's unique. Why just leave it there? So, I told you that now to tell you this. So, a few weeks ago, I walked into one of my vocal lessons, and my teacher, um, whom I love so much. She is my therapy literally every week. I walked into my lesson one day, and we've gotten to the point in our relationship where we are just really good at reading each other. So she read like frustration and stress on me, and she was asking me what was wrong, and I told her, I have this and this and this going on in my life, and I'm kind of stressed out. And I'm pretty sure one of those events that I was talking about was the prior week I had had a performance that I was stressed out about. And automatically, when I had hinted towards that, I read the frustration in her eyes. So I asked her what was wrong, and she told me that it had just so happens that there was someone um, named there was someone who had made some sort of comment about my vocal technique, and she defended me when I wasn't there to defend myself. And so I thanked her for that, and I kind of just passively said something like, well, story of my life, cuz like I said before, I'm just so used to people trying to make me something I'm not, and it's just a common thing in my life, so I'm used to it. And that comment actually made her even more frustrated. And she told me something that I will never forget. She told me, but why would you ever allow someone to make you something that you're not? There's nothing wrong with you the way you are. You are beautifully, uniquely, and wonderfully made. And I, when she initially said that, I was just. I have always heard that verse before, but I've never heard it in that way, and it was just absolutely mind-blowing to me. And she proceeded to tell me about how when she was in the 8th grade, she was carrying a lot of books one day, and she was going to school, and she was trying to open a glass door with her foot. And for some reason, I guess she hit it a little too hard. Her foot went straight through the door, and when she tried to pull it back out, she ended up cutting her leg on some of the glass, and she left about a 6-inch scar, a pretty decent scar on her leg. And she missed the main artery by about a millimeter, which is magical within itself. But later on, when she was offered a surgery as well to get rid of the scar, and she thought about it and she said no, because every time she sees the scar, she's reminded that I could have hit that main artery, I could have bled out, and I could have died, but I didn't. And therefore, God must have me here for a reason, because God could have let me die that day, and He didn't. And so she brought that back to my little toe, and she said, every time you look at your little toe, you should think, I am beautiful, unique, and wonderfully made. And God made me perfect the way He wanted me. And I shouldn't allow anybody else to change me and to make me something that I'm not, because I am who God has made me to be. And ever since then, I will never forget that lesson. They're just words that sunk into my heart. And I felt that I needed to share that with you guys. Any one of you that is out there that's going through insecurity, or you're trying to fit in, or people are trying to convince you to be something else, or do something else, or say things that you normally wouldn't say, anything like that, I think it's important for you to find your little toe. Find that one thing that just reminds you that, you know what, you are unique, beautiful, and wonderfully made. And you should never feel insecure about who you are and who God's created you to be. So if you are struggling through that, I just want to encourage you to just be reminded of that verse, and be reminded that you are God's masterpiece, and He loves you just the way you are. So you shouldn't accept criticism and lack of love from anybody else, because the creator of the universe loves you for who you are, and that should be enough. And I know it's enough for me. And the last verse I wanted to leave you with, really, really quick, is, I'm pretty sure you've heard it before. It's Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14, and it says this: You made all the delicate inner parts of my body, and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous, how well you know it. And I'm pretty sure many of us, we've heard that verse before, but I want you to read that verse. I want you to meditate it and just be reminded, and do not doubt that He knows you. He knows every hair counted on your head, and He made you, and He loves you. And that should be enough for you, and because it's enough for me. It's enough for all of us, really. It's just opening your eyes to that. So be encouraged and stay strong. Hey everyone, I hope somebody was encouraged by this message. I know I was. And just remember, as always, every week, you can leave a comment on this video. Please subscribe to this channel, that way you're getting the updates. And share this with anyone and everyone you don't know who could need encouragement. And please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you need anything. It's what I'm here for. We're here to partner with each other, and we're here to spread the love of Jesus. So I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next video. Love you guys. Bye.